Hello, guys, and welcome. You know, in a world where vast amount of knowledge is accumulating, an increasing need to master all that understanding really matters. That is why I would like to initiate this yet another movement. That is something concerning the memory, which I've already been getting introduced to several times. A lot more the times that I've been getting introduced to something concerning memory, but little literally those times that we have been able to remember things. Now, allow me to introduce this other movement yet of techniques of memory. I'm going to only talk about four of them, but then in this first video, I would like just to articulate about one, that is the ability to organize ideas. Organization of ideas, I'm going to break it into three. I'm simply looking at how well are the ideas arranged and how well can they flow for easy retention. The number one thing of how best we can actually organize the ideas is simply to move from general understanding to the specific understanding. This actually involves the actual understanding of what a general concept is before we venture into the specificity of a particular idea. The very best analogy about this can be if you happen to be indeed an international traveler who is intending to travel to Malawi, you first of all have to understand that Malawi is a country that dwells in a continent whose name you should definitely know. So it means in this case, you have to move from a general area before you venture into the specific area. In that case, you're actually increasing the number of neural connections you have about a certain idea. And more likely are you to remember that particular idea. Yet another concept on how we can organize ideas is simply the element of meaningfulness. Meaning simply means the ability to translate or interpret a particular idea into what actually it stands for. In this case, when you're talking of meaning, you have to definitely look at the purpose for which you are studying a particular idea for. Another even analogy about this can be if you're somebody who is studying aviation, you have to make sure that every single concept you study, you have to be able to visualize yourself flying a plane elsewhere. So it means in this case, you're actually trying to relate what you intend to study with what you're actually studying at the moment. This is something that is very helpful in as far as organization is concerned. Allow me just to express about the third element in the same organization. It's simply about associations. How well do we link ideas? That is, the previous ideas we've been introduced to with the current ones that are coming. The more we're able to connect those ideas, then the more likely are we able to remember all those ideas. Imagine of a vehicle. A vehicle comprises several parts, which when you dismantle them into several different parts, you're going to really appreciate how complicated it is. But then, what we call a vehicle is simply a single entity that we see it as moving. In that case, it is after all those parts have been brought together. So similarly, the same thing works with the brain. With the vast knowledge that are being dismantled that are available all over there, the ideas that are available, you should be able to link all those ideas in order to get one thing. That is to say, you are able to link all those ideas that are pertaining to express one single thing. How many books are there in the world? Just so many. But then you find that all those books, they might be able to express about a certain single concept. That is why it is very important to always make associations. You link all those ideas. Thank you guys for watching, and I believe you're also going to be available as we'll be discussing the next techniques that are three remaining concerning memory.